in a broken man.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
35192. Want to send me a text? If you watch the show, you can do it at alancoxshow.com. By the way, when you're at alancoxshow.com, click on the hamburger, and there's all kinds of contests going on. So don't, I'm giving away those WWE Holiday Tour tickets in about a half an hour. But if you strike out with me, you can still register to win them at WMMS.com. Just hit the contest page there. We also sold out our Alter Ego Festival this morning in about 15 minutes. So you can win your trip for two out there to L.A. for that show. Chili Peppers, Jack White, Muse, Fall Out Boy, and more. It's at the Kia Forum in L.A. on January the 14th. I think this is the third or fourth year for the Alter Ego Festival. So those tickets, when they go on sale, go very quickly. But you can win a trip. I imagine I will have more for you to win as we get closer to the holidays. There's Blink tickets for you to win, too. They're doing the Romo Fijo next spring. We're giving away tickets to that Vets Aid show. That's a big deal. That's mid-November down in Columbus with Dave Grohl and Nine Inch Nails and Black Keys and the Breeders and Joe Walsh. So a lot of awesome shows coming through, a lot of them available for you. If you go to alancoxshow.com, click the hamburger there, and then just click on contests. But again, thank you to John T. Scallion for helping us out today in the video department.
Good job, John T. I enjoyed the Alan Cumming interview, and boy, was I holding my breath when you brought me up. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to sound like such a douche if he doesn't remember me.
No, he did remember.
I know, and it made me feel very happy.
Sure.
And we're giving
he was like the partier of the, what do you say? He was
the biggest partier of the Mormons.
Biggest partier of the Mormons.
Kinda, that's kind of what the story is. It was a wild time.
Is anything happening with that?
I just talked to the guy a couple weeks ago, and it is now a documentary podcast that they're shopping around.
Okay.
Where it'd be like kind of like Serial. But my story. And
except you weren't put in prison.
Yeah.
You were put in Jesus prison.
But like like a almost like documentary podcast. So like we'll be doing some, I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but they're still shopping it around and still no bites.
No bites. I was more curious once we established that he remembered it and enjoyed the story. I was more curious what his role would have been. Thick Scottish accent. I mean, was he going to play Bill Squire?
Yes, I think so. He's going to play a young Bill Squire.
A young Bill Squire.
No, I think he was going to...
I reject!
I think he was going to executive produce, and I think he was going to be... They would have found something to do with him. When you get a guy like that attached to something, you go, yeah, we'll find a way.
Yeah, sure.
If he's interested. But didn't come through.
All right. Well, that's a bummer. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe he can play Mary in the movie of her. Whatever.
Can he
Jokes and Toes, the Mary Santora story.
Jokes and Toes.
He could play me.
Why not? You got a busy weekend coming up selling toe picks. Mm-hmm. You said it's been a slow month. Week or month?
Been a slow month, kind of.
Been a slow month.
What are you going to do?
And by the way, not to put too fine a point on it, but today being what would have been your dad's birthday, I have to think there's no shortage of people who would want to buy toe pictures from you where your toes are drenched in your tears.
Maybe. I thought about it.
Wet toes.
It is Feet Friday, so I thought about posting to my subscribers on Instagram a picture of me sobbing my eyes out, but onto my feet.
There you go.
You never know. Some for everybody.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Can you incorporate Poundcake into it to where he's
got habit feet, bro.
Yeah, but he's eating guacamole over your feet, and some of it gets onto your feet.
Yeah.
And then, right? He called himself a whore for guacamole earlier in the day.
He marries the toe whore, according to...
I'm a foot whore.
Foot whore.
Oh, political jokers.
Political jokers are the foot whore.
Right.
Guac slut.
That's Poundcake. He's a guac slut. Mm-hmm. And if Mary cries on her toes, that might up the up the ante for those.
Totally guacamole. Get it?
On second thought, maybe
Maybe we all just go to bed instead.
maybe I'll just go to bed.
Yeah, you didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep well last night either.
No, I don't know what was going on last night.
I slept
knew
great
what I was
last night.
Did you really?
I never sleep well, and I slept really well
You
last
took
night.
our sleep.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
sleep vampire.
Sorry, guys. We watched a few episodes. We watched too many episodes of The Watcher. We only have one left. So we
You enjoying
watched
it?
3 when we should have watched 1. So we were up past midnight. And we were both like nodding off at the last one. I was like, we cannot start the finale right now because we're both going to fall asleep. So I think I was just so tired. I passed right out, didn't wake up once.
I did watch the first Cabinet of Curiosities episode.
Is that the one with the storage units?
Yes.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
So
So predictable, right?
Not predictable.
You didn't figure it out?
I love Tim Blake Nelson, man. And so
Who's that?
the main guy in that.
The white guy?
Yeah, he was in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah,
all kinds of
Delmar.
that's right. All kinds of great
Delmar.
stuff.
Rabbit?
I don't know that it was even predictable. It's that it didn't really go anywhere. Like there were all these red herrings along the way, and then it kind of didn't. I don't know. It was very strange. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, okay, they
It's
do
not really
this,
horror.
and then they do this, and then it's more like a Tales from the Crypt kind of
Yeah.
anthology. I think that.
Spooky stories.
But I think some of them might get a little bloody. It's Guillermo del Toro, and he's not averse to blood.
We watched another. We're not watching them in order. We watched another one. It's about it takes place like in a coal mine, and it was another one that was like they're fine. Like they're just kind of like okay, that's
Yes. Like that first one.
That's how whelmed
didn't-
you're gonna be.
It didn't all come together. Like there were all these threads, but none of them really made sense together.
Yeah,
They
I
were
thought
cool.
that it did.
You thought?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cohesive. It
I
was
thought
just
the
not
old
that
woman
good.
was going to end up being the German sister.
No.
I thought. Well, I don't know. That's what I
Yeah.
thought was going to happen.
No, the lady was because of all the. He's listening to the right wing radio, and he's.
No, I
that's
get
why-
it.
you know
But
what I
she
mean?
was a completely unnecessary character.
No, she wasn't. She's the one who.
Yeah, I know, but that could have been anything. He could have just gone to it and not been able to get out.
I
mean,
guess,
yeah,
but it's
that's what I mean.
revenge, you know?
There were all these things that this doesn't mean anything to anybody who hasn't seen it.
No,
but-
this is great.
And we're trying not to
Shut up,
spoiler
Bill.
alert it. Yeah.
Do you want my friend Alan Cumming to tell you how to talk about TV shows?
When I did Frasier.
No, it's good. I mean, it's fine. I don't even want to say it's good. It's not my cup of tea. But what everybody keeps telling us to watch is The Barbarian, which everyone is saying is terrifying.
Stansbury was talking about earlier. I didn't realize it's on HBO Max now. I really want to see that, and it's streaming now. I
Yeah.
was going to go
It's
see
just
it
a
in the
movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to watch it Halloween night because we don't have my boyfriend's daughter, so we're not trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
So on Halloween night, we're going to watch it. Have a little cider.
No, I
maybe
get it.
Some cookies.
You know what I'm
but-
doing Halloween night?
What are you doing, Alan?
Cocks out pregame at the Ivy, West 6 of Lakeside, 2 hours before the Browns home game, baby. Am I going to be dressed up? Hell no.
You gonna wear
I'll
your
be
jean
dressed up as a
jacket?
cool guy.
You gonna wear your jean jacket?
My my waxed,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll have to, because I have a jean jacket. That's not what I think of with that.
Okay.
That is technically, it's like waxed denim or something, but it's, No, that's a little too, I don't want to walk in trying to be all bad to the bone. Like it's just, it's a cool jacket, but I usually just walk in and.
What's wrong with being bad to the
You know what? Maybe on Monday for the Cox Out, I'll just walk in there in sweatpants. I'll just blow everybody's
Do
mind.
it.
Nobody's paying to see me.
You could be someone who's given up, right? Isn't that what you
Yes,
said?
Yeah,
You go
I'm
with
dressed as someone
given
who's
up.
given up. I got meatball hoagie stains on my shirt.
Perfect.
I got some kind of other stains on my sweats.
Where'd you get the hoagie from?
Where'd I get the hoagie from? Hoagie shop. I don't know.
I'm just-
Miss-
I was like a good sandwich.
Hoagie Joe's. Hey,
I don't know
Woody.
if you're sitting on some good sandwich place.
Oh. Woody, twice in one day. To what do I owe the dubious pleasure?
Yeah, double down, stick around. Ironically enough, my father's nickname was Hoagie. I don't know why, but all the ladies in my small town seem to love the guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But hey, listen, I want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. I think it's coming up, right?
Yes, Halloween is
And,
Monday. Yes, you don't put out
I-
you don't put out a bowl of treats out there at the lake for the kids that might come by, Woody.
Well, I can live on a dead-end street, a cul-de-sac that runs right into a park.
I think of Woody as the
last year I
guy
had-
that the families within a certain radius. Woody's the guy that the families tell their kids, don't go up to that house on the lake.
Next one.
Don't
honey.
go over there. No. That guy's just sitting out there in a ratty lawn chair drinking White Russians on the lakeshore.
So you can't hand out little fireball shots to...
I don't know what you can and can't do. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying that if there are kids out there on the lakeshore.
But you just had that awesome interview with Alan Cumming. He's a brilliant actor. But I've been to England a couple times, and my friend Simon Carter, he's been over here and played in the band over here a couple times. But he's got like some. You're talking about dialects, how you just nail Western Pennsylvania, with your Pittsburgh accent. I mean, you got pretty much dialed in.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, you're not from West Virginia, you're from Western Pennsylvania, but my buddy Sally Carter can like do Scottish Wales,
Scottish Wales.
You do a Scottish accent, a Wales accent, a
Welsh,
Southern England accent.
Yeah.
Even down to a West End London or an East End London accent.
Yep.
Within just which is bananas because he just nailed it.
Yeah, we don't need 2 calls from Woody.
All right. Thank you, Woody. I'm going to let you get back to whatever your thing is, and I'm going to play you off here. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. No, I love that Scottish accent. I love it. Those are my people,
Wonderful.
I love it. Ewan McGregor, Alan Cumming, the whole bit. Groundskeeper Willie, thank you much. You've made
like the Scots and the Irish, the Scots and the English, and the Scots and the Scots.
You've made an enemy for life. Right. If you listen to the show on iHeartRadio, on the app there, a little talkback button, you can leave us messages anytime you like.
Hey, y'all, listening to the podcast, I can't help but to think that the What Books Did Poundcake Read segment go too far, because at the end of the day, a black man being asked by 3 white people if he can read, Mary, comes across as a little crude, and it just lost its humor after a while. That's it.
I agree.
And this is more meant for an internal message. Just saying.
Yeah, it's an external message. Let's calm down, all right? It's got nothing to do with how...
one member of the show who doesn't speak proper English, that I don't think it's a little
was
out
an
of
English
line
minor.
to ask him if he can
Yes. He's not Bagger Vance.
It's not because
Let's
he's
calm
black.
down here,
We
all
know
right?
he can read. We just was wondering if he has read any books.
Right. Does he do it recreationally?
And I read good, so I don't care.
He does. I reads real good. Well, apparently that dude took umbrage with it. By the way, it's not my fault that Cody's black. That's his fault. I don't care what he looks like. I want to know if he reads. I'd ask anybody that. And it's also not my fault that I'm white. What?
I read and read for filth.
Right. He reads for filth. The kids out there know what he's talking about, right? They get it.
Oh, they sure do.
Yep. They get this guac slut.
A new guac slut.
Yup.
Guac slut.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get that so fast?
Things happen quickly around here.
I was like, I'm not unique. You had that on file.
No, they
I
didn't
just
have
made
it.
it. I mean, that's the second time I played it. Where were you the first time I played it?
Probably answering a call. I don't know. I didn't hear it the first
He
time.
was probably
Doing
talking
his
to Woody.
job.
Woody was talking his ear off. Probably.
Woody called back a third time.
Yeah.
Guac.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Guac slut.
Okay, he's like, I'm a whore for guacamole.
It is so good, and it's fresh, and it's cold.
Jesus. Well, now I'm not hungry at
Yeah,
all.
I will never. Bill, how'd you lose
I thought
weight? I heard Poundcake talk about food.
I thought I didn't like guacamole before.
You're sorry.
Do it. Exhale. Ray's going. We're almost out.
No, I just needed that
We're
for me.
almost in the home
I
stretch.
know.
This will cheer you up. Ghost pilots.
Ooh.
You believe in ghosts.
Sure.
Let me find my story here. There is, this is something that premieres tonight. People have Discovery Plus. This is on the Travel Channel. There's something called The Ghosts of Flight 401. And it's 2 hours of nonsense about the 50th anniversary of a Florida plane crash and all the people who swear they've seen ghosts from that flight. In Florida? What? The paranormal investigator Steve Shippey
He's one of the best.
is one of your hosts tonight.
He's one of the guys that almost found a ghost.
Yeah. Shippey talking about planes.
Has been known as the flight that changed everything. It literally changed
Pardon me. Do you guys
heard of
remember
You've
when
heard of
everything changed?
You've heard
Because
of it.
Flight 401?
Flight 401 has been known as the
I remember when Formula 401 changed everything. I could clean my kitchen countertops in no time flat. There was no oily residue. It just cut through the grease.
I know
He's not even
about,
being paid to say that.
That's right, I'm not.
I know
But I
about
should be.
Passenger 57. Heard
That's
about
right.
that, but I don't know about the
Always
Flight
bet on
401.
black.
Yep.
Flight 401 has been known as the flight that changed.
Heinz 57. I remember when that changed everything too. Always bet on brown, I think was their initial tagline. And they were going to get sued.
401 has been known as the flight that changed everything. It literally changed aviation forever. It was such a traumatic loss. On December 29th, 1972, Flight 401 crashed in the Florida Everglades. We lost 101 souls on that fateful night. We're lucky enough to...
They still say souls
Mhm.
for people that die in transit, right? They said that
They have
that's like an
souls.
old-timey thing on from like the Titanic.
Lost his
There
soul.
were 500 souls that went to Davy Jones' locker
And one ginger.
and one ginger who had no soul. They still say that. 100 souls who died on that flight.
on that fateful night. We're lucky enough to interview actual survivors of the plane crash. So shortly after the crash, other Eastern Airlines planes were having paranormal activity to the point where passengers and crew alike were seeing the ghostly apparitions of the pilots that died in the crash of Flight 401 on other planes. So are the stewardesses. Could you imagine coming forward when you have that type of a job? You're a pilot of a...
If you died in a plane crash, would you be showing up on other planes?
Yeah, you have unfinished business. You gotta
What
let-
unfinished business?
land
You never
that
got to
plane.
claim your luggage.
You know, the thing
You
they
got
never tell you,
unfinished baggage.
the thing they never want to tell you is when you die, your business is finished.
I don't think that it is.
It's all finished.
No.
It's left for the people behind to finish.
Mm-mm.
Unfinished business.
It's your job.
I didn't file my taxes. Somebody wrote an article. How come I think it's a Mulaney bit, but somebody wrote an article. How come there are no new ghosts? Actually, everybody's done that.
This
bit.
is
It's a well-tread ground. Hardwick and Mulaney but somebody wrote a big long article. How come there are no new ghosts?
or really,
Somebody
really
who
old
knows who
ghosts.
Obama
Where's-
is, or
where's the
you know,
caveman ghost.
cavemen ghosts.
commercial airliner, and you're willing to put your name and reputation and word to write an incident report saying you saw a ghost, you're putting everything on the line. And why would you do that if it weren't true?
Why would you do that if it weren't true?
Like,
Ah,
wouldn't
yes.
John Benet Ramsey be like, hey, this is what happened if she
There
had,
you go.
that she got unfinished business.
Yep.
They can't.
You know
do
how
that.
people revere the truth.
There's rules.
Anyway, it's called.
What are they?
I don't know. I'm not a ghost.
But the name of this movie has too many words in it. It's called Shock Doc: Scream dash Ghosts of Flight 401.
A true
Just
story.
An American Tale: Shock Doc: Scream dash Ghosts of Flight 401 semicolon Part 1 parentheses en Espanol. They could have just done Ghosts of Flight 401. This is something my wife will be watching, I suspect. But it premieres tonight on, and wouldn't you know it, just in time for Halloween. Oh, my goodness. Timing's impeccable on the part of those ghosts.
It's like an Office episode where they have a product recall and Michael's Scott talks about it making to the newspapers. He says, here's your headline. Scranton Area Paper Company, Dunder Mifflin, apologized to valued client.
Yeah.
Some companies still know how business is done.
That seems like a really long headline.
That's this guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to break. I will have that last pair of tickets for WWE Live for you on the other side of the break. It's the holiday thing they're doing at the Romo Fijo on December 28th. So we'll hook you up with that. Got more chance to go fund yourself. 5:30 and 6:30, those are coming up. So next keyword here in a few minutes to grab $1,000. If you want to text for anything, 35192, and we'll be back.
iHeartRadio Alter Ego 2023.
Presented by Capital One.
LA Alter Ego. Featuring Red Hot Chili Peppers. Standing in line to see the show tonight.
Fall Out Boy.
Jack White. What's the trick? Muse will be on the stage.